Greta Gerwig's Barbie came out, and many of us are screaming and crying. The movie is played by Margot Robbie as Barbie and Ryan Gosling as Ken. But before anything else, hi everyone and mabuhay. Welcome to y.o.h.plus, where we aim to make you feel silly, inspired, and creative through cute, goofy, and geeky art. My name is Quincy, and it's nice to meet you, friends. I grew up with Barbie and I love Margot Robbie. The first time I saw her act was on the movie Tarzan, and I was obsessed with her from then on. Tarzan, who? I only know Jane. Anyway, so I just had to make her version of Barbie, specifically the perfect day dress that was shown on the trailer and is sold as its own Barbie. I've seen them in person and they are beautiful. I've also seen multiple people in the sewing community and doll making community repaint and sew their own dolls and their own perfect day dress. So I told myself, why not make my own as well? I have always loved dolls, and I'm really upset that I did not take care of the ones that I had before. But it's okay because I am addicted to a different type of doll now, which are the dolls that I make. Wow, so sweet. Anyway, I decided to make my own version of Margot Robbie's doll, but chibi style, as I do with all of my dolls. They all have the same structure, which I made with my own pattern. I do love my chibis, and I am certain that this will be adorable just like Margot Robbie's Sunbainim. So at first, I thought that I was not going to be able to find the pink checkered fabric just like the movie because I needed the pink checkered fabric to be the same scale as my doll. So I said, why not make my own checkered fabric with a marker? I even gathered all my pink markers and white fabric and started testing which was the best. I was confident, exhilarated, and certain that this was the right route. But oh boy, was I wrong. By the time I was putting the sample cloth on the doll's body, I said, nope, 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 nope. This was not going to work at all. So after that fiasco, I stalked the internet for the right fabric and I found one, hoping that the plaid pattern was the same scale as the doll's body. So, while waiting for the fabric to arrive, let's make the pattern for the dress. One should not go blindly into battle, my friend. I used a ruler to measure the doll's body, watched some tutorials, and did a little dance with my worst enemy, math. But actually, it's less daunting to do math when you're out of school, and I really enjoy the process. Before we move on to the rest of the details, let's do her hair first. I had the perfect yellow yarn just for this project. The way I like to make her hair is to take acrylic yarn and brush it out while it's stuck onto something like this plastic grid mesh. Once that's done, I sew it onto the head strategically so that it doesn't look bulky in the end. I've done that before and it gives a cute look, but I prefer it toned down. Now for the styling. To the salon! I ironed the strands to make it shiny and similar to a doll's hair. In reference to Margot Robbie's hair, I'll be doing a half updo, which I carefully section. For the bangs, I had a little bit of a dilemma. Like all failed haircuts we see on YouTube, I made the mistake of cutting it too short. You would have thought that after years of doing this, I would get used to it, but alas, here we are again, still continuously learning. Good thing I did not have to redo the whole thing because I just did a little reshaping and voila! It has that nice windswept bangs like Margot Robbie with a little strand of hair to give it some personality. And the final details for the hair while we're doing the dress, which is happening in a bit. I took straws from a few years back. I've used these before on my Sherlock Holmes doll that I made a few years ago. Yeah. And I took some bobby pins and used it as curlers because we do love our heatless curls. And yes, we'll return to these curls later after we're done with everything else. Oh, looks like the fabric just arrived just in time after I finished making the pattern. So now is the moment of truth. I opened the fabric and it's looking good. Now I just need to pin the pattern down, stitch it in the front and back so it turns into a gown. Well, dress in this case. Oh, Erica, if only it were that easy as you said it would be. Despite it being a bit difficult, I was determined to finish this project. Every prick I had on my finger couldn't stop me. I was traveling through the forest of fabric, textiles, and needles alone. Then a beast appeared. Rah! The skirt was ballooning! It's a horrible problem, and I was ready. I was so ready to redo the whole skirt. I had thought that I had done the process right. And I did, actually. But the skirt just needed a few touches. Alas, the beast was slain. No more creases, just perfect folds and a perfectly ironed dress just like my mother taught me. Now that all the parts of the dress is ready, I am ready to stick it onto the body. I'm not really planning to move anything else on this doll after making it, so she shall be treasured and treated like a princess. Now some final details.
You never care about gifts, never care nothing. You said that you had no time for that. And when I made a plan, you always felt boring. And I don't know why I'm still in love, yeah.
is done! Super proud of this Barbie. Anyway, this will not be the end. In fact, Margot Robbie's Barbie is just the beginning of the Barbie series that I'm planning. And there are many more dolls to come, not just Barbie. But yeah, I hope that you guys felt silly, creative, or inspired while watching me make this doll. My pattern and other links are in the description down below, so be sure to check them out. Also, feel free to chat with me on my Instagram. It would be fun to make some friends. Anyway, like Barbie said, you can be anything, and with that, this is the end of the video. Don't forget to always create with a smile, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!